it to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 For real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Yes sir, happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Let's get it. Let me make sure most systems go. Yes sir, everything looks like it is working here. Perfect. So let's have a look what we got going on for today, and start off with the calendar here as always. See what we got going on today. Is going to be Wednesday, pretty clean day, a little bit of ADP today. Yeah, so NFP this week, isn't it? Yep, first Friday of every month, NFP. So we have NFP on Friday, and yeah, we have ADP today at 4:15. So that's ADP is not that much. We have Trump speaking. This guy always seems to yap a little bit later, not so early in the morning. So hopefully he doesn't yap early, but you know, Trump speaking here. And then that's pretty much it for today. Nothing really during a London session. So we're pretty clean for London session, which is one of the main reasons I like London session, is that it's pretty clean in terms of the news front here. So if we have a look at analysis starting off on daily time frame here for GJ, first pair of the day, we can see that GJ here created this kind of like daily resistance, now closed below, and then we pushed down towards the daily support. We rejected the daily support. We haven't closed the daily bullish, but we are rejecting with a heavy wick from that daily support, even though previous daily is closing bearish. 4-hour time frame is closing bullish, but not above resistance here. Would have been nice to see a 4-hour candle closing above resistance. This leaves bias inherently here mixed with a long rejection from daily support. So I like to say we're more in terms of range boundish here. If we need to look for upside today, which is obviously possible with the mixed bias, we need to create some tradable ranges. Not really tradable inside of these top ranges here. Very messy and very close to each other. Maybe tight closes. We'll have to see how it forms above here will work. For buys to fill this wick, but you need very good close here. So only an 11-12 pip wick. You need good closes. That's all you need. You need very good closes, clean closes. What about this range here? It's 8 pips, not bad. Let's see how it looks on 1 hour, but 1 hour's resistance right there. Yeah, it's typical. So you're basically not touching this range yet. Now for sells maybe below key level. Let's see what 1 hour is saying. We have 1 hour support down here. Let's mark this. 1S. 30 minutes same, 15 minutes same. What's our range below here? About 9 pips. So it's a potential with a perfect close below here. We can sell and anticipate price to break through this. But again, you would need a pretty good stop loss. You know, if you're running, have to run like a 20 pip stop loss, not going to make sense. But ranges are smaller on GJ. If you do some measuring, candles are generally smaller here. Look at the size of this candle. Is only like, you know, 7 pips, you see. The candle before that was around 10 pips. The biggest candle here, which is like a big red candle, is only 16 pips. So you can see that ranges have suddenly become smaller as volume has reduced a bit here on GJ. So that's what's happening at the moment. At the top of the range here, we want to be slightly more careful and, you know, trade accordingly in that kind of zone there, right? So if we have a look here at gold, which is the other pair we're looking at today, we can see that gold recovered some of yesterday. Owanda chart, this is Apple. Owanda charts are gone now. So Owanda is no more supporting any charts. The reason being is because of FTMO acquisition of Owanda. They seem to have been now updating the data feed, which is going on. So they didn't give us a notice. Data feed updates are very common. We have them a lot on Pip Labs. You'll get random candles sometimes on Pip Labs, but in this case, they've just taken it completely down. Inherently here, they should have done it on the weekend, but as I know with this type of industry, as I know through experience of Pip Labs, a lot of this stuff happens unannounced, right? And you'll just find one data provider suddenly pull your data feed unannounced. It's just how it works. So we have to switch here to a different feed, which is going to be forex.com for me. So the good thing is the 4-hour candles are accurate at least. This candle 6. No, the candles are wrong. 4-hour candles are wrong. We have to find a different chart. We have to try and find a different chart. See forex.com. Also, this candle is wrong. Saxo, we'll have a look. Let's just see if we can find. The candle should have closed at 9 o'clock. FXCM is also wrong. IC markets is not good. They are 1 hour later. It's wrong though. It's wrong. I mean, let's see how 4 hour looks on broker. On broker, 4 hour looks completely different, man. Completely different. You know? This is gold on 4 hour on this broker, and this is gold on look, it's like two different charts. That's my broker, and this is that. So it's completely different. This completely different. Completely different. Completely. Two different charts. So see Blackpool's feed as well. Saxo feed as well. Vantage feed as well. Damn, this is gonna be hard, huh? It's the first time in my whole career I've had something like this actually. So that's very interesting. I feel like trading futures at this point. What about IC? How bad does IC look? Even IC is wrong. Yeah, Tradingview has messed them up. Yeah. No, we're not wrong. It's no, because this is IC markets as well. We are not wrong. 4 hour candles should be, it's because of Tradingview. We had this exact same thing. We had this exact same thing with Pip Labs, right? Everyone was complaining about that time shift and blaming us. This is why. April Fool's by Owanda, seems like it. I don't have PYTH. It was there. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Let's see the 1 minute. Yeah, their feed looks pretty good, PYTH. Yeah, pretty good feed they have. Look at that. That's not bad. Alright, so that's what we're using. It is a Tradingview issue. Hopefully they fix it soon. We'll add another chart here. We'll do fresh markup. Alright, so let's start here on the daily time frame. We have a first daily resistance candle after 3 days of upside. So we're going to mark this daily resistance here. Going down here on the 4 hour time frame, we have a 4 hour resistance as well. So today is the first time we have a bearish bias. Been a long time since we had a bearish bias on gold here. We're going to double up this resistance. Let's see, but we don't have much range for sells. So I'm kind of also on the edge of also considering today mixed because of how bullish higher time frame is, really. High time frame is super bullish, so there is a case today where I can look for buys. It is a daily bearish candle close, but we're respecting lows for now. 4 hour time frame, it's a tough one actually. I mean, 4 hour made a new lower low. Sells make sense at the same time here, so it's not. This might be a pullback for the sells, but I really do like the buys above here. It's a tough one. I think maybe I have to remove my mindset of only looking for buys. I know it's hard, but maybe that has to be a thing where I just remove my mindset of only looking for buys. If that's the case, then obviously sells below here will be an option. But we just need to check it out on 4 hour. 4 hour support here. One hour is the same. So one option is sells below this low here. I prefer not to sell at these lows. It is an option. 40 pips is not bad. We have a pullback already. Obviously pullbacks as well will give us opportunity if we see some form of pullbacks towards the upside. Something like, let me just draw it, something like this. We can look for sells. Counter trend buys look good. They look good, you know, especially above this resistance here, back outside the range. It does definitely make sense, but we have full bearish bias, so I kind of have to respect bias according to my rules, you know. Yeah, I probably just have to do that. So probably a setup 5, what I'm looking for towards the downside, and just trust bias, right? Trust probabilities. This is one time where you really don't want to, but I guess I have to, unless we see second change of structure break. So if we can close this candle bearish, next one close above, maybe that allows us counter bias. But we're gonna let more information come through here. Owanda chart is down. I'm telling you, bro, you're not sharp. You're not sharp. You're coming in late and asking questions already been asked multiple times. Needs to have a penalty, this guy. We need to give him a penalty. So we're gonna see what ends up happening on that one. And just search XAU USD and then scroll down. You have to search it. So let's have a look at DAX here on the other hand. DAX daily time frame here, start off on dailies. Daily has closed nicely bullish back inside the range. Very important. So we're seeing no break of high just yet. Break of high would give us some sort of confidence. 4-hour time frame closing bullish as well. We want to bring this up to here. This is the zone we've been tapping, as you can see. It's a previous 4-hour support. Daily, do we have any daily resistance? No, we're pretty clean all the way up. We didn't close above this little notch here, but we are above it on 4-hour. 4 hours also rejecting this zone here as well. We also have this resistance here. You can see that. We're struggling there right now. How does that look on 1 hour? It's also a 30-minute and a 15-minute. So above there could be options. Could be options for buys. Remember, bullish buys today, 10 points to there, 20 points to up there. See how it looks on the 1 hour. 1 hour is not as good. Now, sell ranges are beautiful today, but again, with different bias, right? Bullish bias here. So as much as I would like to plan for a sell here, I'd actually look for a fake out. Fake out back in the range for buys, believe it or not. Fake out back in the range for buys instead of sells. Now, breakout buys above 4 hour, also pretty tough. So I guess we have one range to try capitalize above here. We can look to fill this wick as well. But above the 4 hour, it becomes a little bit tighter here with all of these resistances. Yeah, it's on all time frames. So I think that's the best cases looking for above here. 22,517. That's going to be the best. 22,517. So that's going to be my plan here for DAX. So looking for buys from the bottom of the range also makes sense. If not, hopefully we get a good close. Buys above 517. Gold plan we just discussed as well. It is pushing up here. This is ideally going to give us maybe opportunity to sell back down. We have reached the lows of this range here. So, I mean, counter trend could make sense. I'm very tempted, but it's, you know, this is where I would actually break my rules if I did that. For GJ, we set the plan as well. We're going to see how that forms and take it from there. Basically looking for above there. I'd say it's not the easiest day, huh? We have quite tight ranges. We need to really approach today with being smart in the market, you know? Can get cooked pretty easily. Unless, I think DAX has some clean ranges. Gold, just the positioning is tough at the moment. Gold, the positioning is tough at the moment. Because we're bearish bias. If today was bullish bias, it's really different. Really different. So yeah, that's the analysis for today. Hopefully you guys, it all made sense and you learned something. If you did, leave a like on the stream. Let's get the likes up to 150. I would appreciate that. You know the drill. Let's get it, guys, and let's go. Let's have a good session today, hopefully. See what the market does. Hopefully it gets out of these type of tough ranges for us. This is not that easy. 60 pip range though. Even here is tradable. A Mexican and black guy are in a car. Who's driving? A human. Damn, such racist? Human is not racist. What he's saying, he's trying to make me racist. That's his trick. Above key level 1320 on gold seems counter bias. A shot seems best. I think it's even late by 20. You kind of want to go right now in like 7 minutes. Ban him in chat? Yep. What about GBP JPY? We just did the full analysis. Harry doesn't want to get cancelled? No, I'm not racist. For me, there's only one race, which is the human race. That's the way I like to put it. My 1 hour resistance is at 3118, not at 15. 1 hour resistance. 3118. This one, it's an old one. It's been crossed through twice. You know, normally when things are crossed through twice, it doesn't always fully count. You know, you just keep it as a watch. Harry, if my broker also uses Tradingview for gold and has the same messed up chart as Owanda, should I still do my analysis on Pith? I'm kind of confused here. What do you mean it has the same as Owanda? If it's the same as Owanda, Owanda's already broken, man. So what, you don't have charts? Owanda is broken. Like, you can't even look at the chart. There's no chart. What was your first official win rate after recording 100 trades? Around 70. Is that what you mean, Abi? Hey, I watched the video from yesterday. It's actually good. A lot of values. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Bro, do you execute trades live? Yes, that's why we have a live stream win rate. And we have our journal of all the trades taken live. I was yesterday, missed it, had to work. Tried gold, set up 5, and then gold ended up going down. DAX didn't really do much. Do you trade better when you stream or when you don't stream? I'm used to the pressure, you know, I'm used to it. So I don't think it affects my trading. Maybe sometimes, depends. But at this stage, no. To be able to do it for this long, over 1.5 years, all live in front of people, it can't. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You can't let it to affect you, but not many people can do it live every single day in front of an audience. Especially when people like to play the blame game, right? It's never their fault. They want to blame you or something like that. So you have to get used to that and realize why you're here. I'm not really here for anyone else. I'm here for myself, to trade myself. So I'm going to follow my plan. I'm not going to trade for other people, you know. Have you ever, since you have been in Dubai, considered moving to another country? No, I like Dubai. Dubai is great. For me, I'm very happy here. Are you waiting for London Open? No, I'm not waiting for London Open. That's how it is. Do you treat trading like a 9 to 5? No, I don't treat trading like a 9 to 5. Otherwise, I'd be here, stuck here from 9 to 5. I have a slot. So, you know, my morning slot here, my London session slot is where I'm busy, right? So that's an obligation. I mean, I don't have to show up to the charts. Like, I could take a month off if I wanted to. I'd be okay. You know? That's the beautiful thing. But you ruin momentum. Momentum is very important in life. Especially when you're doing something big and you're trying to... see, this is what many people won't tell you. It's a hidden gem, is that people don't understand that first is the idea, right? So let's take this all an example of trading, but this will also apply to entrepreneurship and business. So first, the idea has to come, right? The idea has to come for a business or a strategy in trading. That's number one, the idea. Number two is to see the idea work, right? So that's starting in trading to see profitability, or in business to start seeing your business start to work. And number three, right? It's actually three, is there's four steps. Number three is to see growth. And number four is to continue that momentum. Now that's the hardest thing in any business. The hardest thing in any business, the hardest thing in trading is to continue momentum. Momentum is very difficult, right? And if you are in a momentum, okay, that's exactly where you want to keep going. With bullish bias every day, I take gold. Yeah, likewise, man, likewise. It looks very clean. Did it make 5-minute structure as well? Not really. I think that would be the only threat here. I'm still not sold on it. If this closes bearish back in the range, I'm actually interested for downside. How many trades a week do you take, both stream and personal? I mostly trade at London session anyways. So I'm taking around, if we average it, probably 3 to 4. Depends on the week, on the month, you know. So for example, in the beginning of last month, I took barely any trades because there was not much options. But then at the end of the month, I was taking a trade every day. Every day I was taking a trade. So just how it works. Did you get citizenship in UAE? They don't give you citizenship. You have to get a visa. I'm sorry to ask, but what makes you execute? I thought you did the analysis for the London Open. No, London Open is actually not the time where most of the trades come. I recommend you spend some time on my channel to see how I trade and maybe just stick in the streams, right? So I wait for a plan, the plan I said in the beginning of the stream, and I execute based on that plan. So right now I'm waiting for gold. I had a plan for potential sells. We will see if those will come out. If it happens, then I take a trade. If it doesn't happen, then it's not my plan. And that's how you trade. Hi, why is gold, there's a 4-hour new candle opening now? It used to be 1 hour before. It's messed up. I changed chart. I started using Pith. I mean, my 4-hour looks like this on gold, so it's forex.com, not Pith. So should I mark up forex.com instead? But your 4-hour looks like this on broker? I mean, it's messed up because it's completely different. You know, it's completely different. Your bias here is mixed. My bias is bearish. You know? This is wrong, but this is TradeLocker, right? Yeah, it's wrong because TradeLocker is using TradingView. So it's going to have the same issue. Yep. It's going to have the same issue as TradingView because it's using the TradingView interface. So that's why this one also has a wrong 4-hour candle. I'll stay out of gold till they fix it. It's going to affect all your pairs, bro. Not only gold, everything. Or is it only gold that they have? If that's weird, I would be not surprised if it's... it doesn't mean you have to stay out gold. It just means that you can analyze and execute differently. If we trade wrong with a chart, would it turn it right? What do you mean, would it turn it right? I heard yours risk 1%, you risk 2%. Personal account, I risk more than 2%. But I risk based on a dollar amount. FX pairs are okay on a wonder, just indices and gold affected. Okay. So it's the broker trailing in terms of time. They are an hour behind. Go full margin. Looking at Harris chart, you'll see the future. How many points are the average stop? Depends on the market conditions, man. Because if we're in big ranges, like DAX, the past few, since last week to this week, has only been able to push 20 points, right? So the ranges have been smaller. Whereas now, yesterday and today, DAX has been able to push bigger. Like already we have this candle here, which is 34 already, right? And that's just in the beginning of the session now, Frankfurt Open. So already we're seeing bigger candles. So that will adjust your stop loss, you know? Some days you might be running 60-point stop loss. There's times of the month where you're running 10-point stop loss. What's our multiple on March? Same as Stream Journal. Didn't do anything off. DAX tap previous 4 hour. Yeah, like I said, DAX is bullish bias for me. So for me, I see this as potentially the fake out, right? And tapping the previous 4 hour, like you said, could help form that. Bit of Euro news. What was it? Spanish. Maybe this 10-year bond auction. Let's go see this 10-year bond auction if we get any information on it. What time it comes. $130. Damn, Trump was speaking this morning, huh? This counter trend buy looks really good, man. Especially with this 5-minute structure now forming. Yeah, any day with mixed bias, I take that. Key level 2, we have nice space to the key level. Yeah, we do. At least a good 10-12 pips to key level. It's nice. Hi, I want structured learning. I am a beginner, or should I join your course? By the way, Origin, watching your YouTube A to Z program. Yeah, once you watch that, then the best I think would be to just join the group. You're gonna get a lot of content in there as a free part of the group. I don't charge for a course like maybe other people, they will charge directly for a course. It's just part of the group. You get all of my videos, which I kind of use as reference point. And remember, they're not pre-recorded. They were all recorded. They were all recorded separately, which I mean is that we did it in a webinar. So I was reading two things at the same time. Should not do that. I can't believe the brokers are incorrect. Charts are online. I wonder how many retail trades would lose by trading incorrect data, or they will honor trades based on the trade data posted. Messed up. This is a messed up day. Yeah, but it's been like that for a while. It's just the chart that was correct has ended up becoming messed up. So that's like before forex.com was actually wrong already. There's something happened with daylight. When we shift to daylight saving times, Tradingview did not shift, and that messed up the 4-hour candles by 1 hour. Now that we switch back to daylight saving times, they've also not shifted. So they're all messed up. There has been not one time where we've seen it shift. It should always shift. How to overcome being bored on trading? I'm doing my best to keep away from the chart. Might trigger FOMO and overtrade. Trade with a community, man. I think that's the only solution to that. Have friends around you to keep you disciplined. When you're by yourself is when you do all bullshit, you know, when you have to stay accountable to those around you. And if you're still not accountable with those around you, post your plans to a public place, you know. That's why I make everyone in the group be accountable to themselves. I let them post, you know, like if they lose a trade and they don't stay true to this plan that they put in here, guess what? They're just fooling themselves. There's a reason they sent these plans. By the way, is there anything you want me guys to look in the plan? Do let me know. You know the drill. Where's Tradingview based in? I think Tradingview is a Russian company, actually. Believe it or not. If I'm not mistaken, let's have a check. Let's see on Google. It says where its offices is. Yeah. It is, I am right. It has offices in New York and London, but was founded by Russian. Maybe they're not Russian, but their names look very, very, very Russian. Oh, it's complicated. It was founded by Russians, but had US seed investing, right? It had seed investing. Been away for a while. How's last week trade? Been good actually. It's been good last week. Last week was good to end the month. This might be the sell option I was looking for on gold with bearish bias, depending on how we close in 3 minutes. We have enough to get here and get to break even. But if we dump any more, it's going to make my range too tight here. I need a top wick on this 5 to save us dumping any more. But looks like it might be a difficult day on gold. We just might start chopping here. It's ruining my range. Check this out. Now my range is just 17 pips for 44 pips stop loss. That's a shit stop loss. Not gonna trade today. It's been going on for a while, John, man. It's been going on for a while. Is you saying it was off on the 4-hour time frame? Yes, always only on the 4-hour. Sorry, only on the 4-hour. It's been going on for a while. It's just the Tradingview messed them up. DAX also dumping here. Everything. What's interesting is DAX is moving full counter bias. So this might set up for a big buy coming soon. We might come down, respect this 4-hour support down here, and then a big buy will come from here. If we want to start pushing counter trend today and counter bias, not counter trend, but counter bias, let's see where we can start to take counter bias trades. I think counter bias not until below here. 4-hour support minimum. Gold also reaching the lows already. How much spread do you have on MetaTrader 5? My MetaTrader doesn't have spread. My pairs have spread. So you have to be specific about the pair. Well, this is why bias is very important. You know, so gold is respecting bias nevertheless. On MT5, 32 means 3.2, yes. If you're talking about gold spread, 3.2 is pretty high, man. For a reference point, my gold spread is 1 pip, which is 10. We could get a wick fill though. Wick fill is in the question. When is it okay to go against bias? I think watch in WAP the video, because it's too difficult to explain in like 2-3 minutes. It's a little bit more in depth. It's called counter trend trading, right? Watch the counter trend trading video on WAP. It explains it in depth, but it's essentially you're looking for an extra confirmation. So price to prove to you with structure, it is not wanting to go in the, you know, original direction you intended to. And it still has lower probability. Wick fill, it looks juicy. It does look juicy here. We want to see a super deep top wick would be nice. How much would stops be with the wick fill? 37 for 25. It's not bad. If we can break through, right? No 5-minute structure. Yesterday we got punished for not waiting for break of lowest wick. I have it set up just in case. Don't know how much I trust it. I would trust it with a 5-minute change of structure for sure. DAX coming back up here. Yeah, we need to wait for DAX to create structure, but yeah, I think it would be nicer if it actually retested the support down here. But fake out back in the range is also going to work. You'll have a long 30-minute rejection candle here. It will look quite nice. You know, especially if we get the next 5-minute candle closing above. Like this. This can give options. As long as we can cross through this level here, this is going to be the only concern. Stop can go below this candle here. Entry there. What if it rejects 315 on gold? Then you're cooked, right? Then you're cooked. The point of the trade would be that it already tapped through the 315. I think the best way to see is, did the 1 minute reject 315? No, it didn't. So it's already through 315. So you just expect it to go through. It's a great top wick now though. 18.7 is a high spread on DAX. No, 18.7 is not bad. It's not bad. I like if we retest the resistance. Yeah, retest the resistance and flip is powerful. It's just think about the triangle, guys. You know the triangle, right? All the guys in the exclusive should know the triangle. We speak about it. If not, you need to watch market positioning video on WAP and study the market positioning video on WAP. Just look where we are at that point on a 15. It's not good. It's the red zone. You guys see that? We are in the red zone. So we want to come back into the blue zone, which would be somewhere here. But for buys, we're in the green zone? Yes. we are. But not in terms of bias. Just every $5. I don't have it marked. Key levels on gold is every $5. Oh good, oh good. DAX buys will cook soon. Let's see how it forms. I prefer what would be better is this 5-minute closing bearish to show us that price tried to go down again, failed, and then we close above. Give us tighter stops as well. Gold just broke the high, so keep us safe from sells though. I mean, if it flips now, wow, that's very interesting. Grab liquidity from the high, do something nasty for all the early sellers. That's pretty interesting that actually, if this 5 closes bearish and break the low, I don't know, that's pretty interesting. We just grab liquidity from the high fake out all the people who were looking for the buys, all the buy orders there who were taking setup 2 buys, counter bias, all getting cooked now. One minute looks nasty, bro, nasty. Just ping pong now. Clean candles down, clean candles up, but no continuation, right? No continuation up, no continuation down. Dangerous. Looks a bit dangerous if I'm being honest. Do you recommend to use setup 6 often? Not, it's a backup setup, right? Focus on 1 to 5. It's a backup setup. It's only when there's no setup 1 happening. It's like in certain market conditions, we use it as backup. There's a certain time last year where just setup 1 was just never happening. It was just always just pushing through. So that's where I introduced setup 6. And just as I was about to implement it, setup 1 started working again. Which also makes me believe that, you know, sometimes it's okay to just be absent from the market when your setups are not there. Because it's such a small period. Over the year, it makes absolutely no difference. It just makes a difference on your feeling, psychology, and your want of trying to get things right and do more every single day. Why did you start trading early? I didn't start trading early. Daylight saving time shifted. Daylight saving time shift. Appreciate everyone showing up. Most of you guys seem to have adjusted to the daylight saving shift, so I do appreciate that. 123 likes. We can get it up to 200. I would appreciate that. In your personal trading, do you stop trading after 1 loss? No, 1 loss ain't gonna defeat me. But 2 losses in the same day, and I call it. I call it. Used to trade at 11? Yes, but daylight saving shift, brother. You need to research daylight saving shift, man. If you don't know what daylight saving shift is, you need to research it. Google can help you with that. Understand that the clocks turn back. So my clocks do not change, but European clocks change. Since we're trading the European markets, the clocks change. And if the clocks change, I need to adjust to that. Otherwise, I'm trading the wrong markets. You'll be surprised how many beginners, guys, you could imagine how many beginners are just trading the wrong time during the whole year. You know? All right, 5 minute did close bearish here. Wonder how good of a sell this is right now. Man, 1 minute looks so deadly. What if 15 closes setup 3? Yeah, it helps. I just don't like then the rejection wick. It's a rough one, man. If I didn't take yesterday, I go on this one. But it's kind of like after yesterday, this is like... It's a tough one. It will go below 311 here. Nasty. This clock change stuff always seems to be stupid to me. We have electricity, lights now, time to pick one time and year round. Agreed. But the main reason is that so many systems are coded to automatically adjust to daylight saving times. And systems, softwares are coded off something called Unix time, right? Unix time. They're not coded off regular time zones. They're coded off Unix time. And Unix time starts from, there's a certain iteration it starts from, Unix time. And the way it's calculated, I think it's calculated from not 0, something like that. So when you're doing in Unix time, they can't really, it's a big mess. But I think they should just make the shift because it is possible, it's not impossible. I don't know, I feel like I have to try this. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I mean, 2 minutes not much until the 15 closes. So maybe I can just wait for a 5 closing below here would give more confirmation, but it doesn't help the stop loss. 35 for 19. It's just a shitty bottom of range, this zone here. It's so tough. Just need big balls and not really care, but the probabilities are not certain here. They're never certain. Don't FOMO. If I was to FOMO, I would have been in a long time ago. Holy smokes, I'm not taking this trade. I love you, but I don't see this one. Yeah, it's just you're fixed on the buys. You have to, you know, try untrain yourself when the chart says something else. It's hard. I don't like this trade here, but I'm just saying that it might be the only option, because if you look at the ranges we're trading today, if you don't get in earlier, it might be that's it. You get what I'm saying? It's how the markets work sometimes. You think about it in a session. In a session, there's mostly one good move. After that good move, it becomes very difficult. So if there's only one good move, you know, it's definitely something you need to manage and think about, okay, I need to try capitalize off that move. Again, we're trading to the target. Yeah, we would be trading to the target. The whole idea would be that the 4-hour time frame is going to go and fill its target, right? That would be the idea. Because we didn't tap. If we tap 4-hour support, this is definitely not a trade. I think it's too risky at that point because we tapped everything. We tapped 15 support. We tapped 4-hour support. Just seems like forcing it. You don't like no trade days? I like no trade days because there was a reason why I didn't trade that day. So if I can have a day where I don't trade and don't lose, that's more of a win to me than trying to trade every day and losing, right? That's how I think about it. So for me, no trade days are very normal, and they're a big part of my strategy because it protects me from losses, you know? Just invert the chart. Yeah, that always helps. You know, see, it looks like nice, you know, nice bullish liquidity grab. Just the range sucks. To be honest, you know, the sells, which is the buys in this view, look nice above here. Harry, I have so much patience. I fell for FOMO, but I stopped because of Harry. Yeah, that's good, man. Anyways, we closed 15 bullish, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, gold seems quite rangy. We got stuck in the range yesterday. Up here. Ended up causing us to lose because it just got stuck in a range. That's the thing. If I'm going to get stuck in a range, there's a high chance I lose because these ranges are not small, right? From wick to wick here, that's 100 pips. My stop loss is not 100 pips. So until we get continuation, likely to lose. So if this is going to happen again, it's going to be BS. Let's see how DAX is doing. So DAX tried to create supports here. Now we're moving down slowly but surely. I feel like getting up an hour earlier. Asia always has the moves. You have to get up more than an hour earlier. You have to get up, I mean, unless you get up at Asia. In Europe is what time? 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Not in Europe, but in Germany, it's 1 a.m. My 4-hour support here is am I missing something? This is your 4-hour support. We can check it. It should look like mine. Yes, but there are 6 a.m. moves too. Not always. Gold was 5:30 today. Let's see what time gold was. This was gold here. 4:45. That's Asian still. 4:45. Oh, the sell. But at that time, the bias was still mixed, man. The buy was the position here. There was also a sell here at 7. But that was just a retracement after the move up. Setup 3 in Asia. Let's see. Yes, that would be a setup 3. Correct. You'd have to be careful at that daily resistance, but you have space to it. And then it looked like it was pretty smooth. Yeah, pretty smooth sailing. $30-minute close bearish as well. I wonder if a 5-minute change of structure would be enough. It sucks. Can you modify the charts like the name of the pairs on the background? I visually don't like that. But I'm gonna encourage you to, first of all, I'm gonna say one thing. When anyone tells me that, means that they are, no offense to you, but it means that you don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're looking at, and you're just trading blind. Because just from the price action of the chart, just from the way that the candles look, you should be able to know what chart it is, right? Just if I switch to GJ, you should know that, yeah, GJ looks like this today. This is how the range has looked, right? And on top of that, furthermore, you have gold written here, XAU USD, you have the pair written here, you have the pair written top left as well, and you have the pair here in the red here as well. There's a lot of places to see what pair it is. 4-hour support's already tapped. Can you ensure in broker? It's not. It depends on how your broker is. Sucks today that DAX has bullish bias, man. Otherwise, I look for sells easy. But it's not over yet. Still early. But it's clear bullish bias. Only counter bias sells I'll be taking is below this support here. Otherwise, if this close bearish, next one close above, also buy opportunity for me. So let's see how it ends up coming through the ranges. How come you have all those instruments on your watch list and you trade just 3? Because I swing as well. So when I'm swing trading, I look at other instruments. Apart from that as well, a lot of members and people look at different instruments. So instead of me constantly searching, I just keep all of the main pairs there. Plus, I like the look. I like to see the overall market, you know. Harry, how is the Audi? Did you finally change it for an R6? Not an R6, no. How do you identify the direction? This video on my channel will help you about that. It's called bias. This one here. Simple bias strategy. R6 is the dream car. It's not the dream car. R6, they are knife cars. Again, today tariffs, did he move it to, I thought he moved it to the 4th, not today. But yes, if he's doing it today, then it's not going to help for sure. Gold price reached somewhere. It started today 12 a.m. Gold started 12 a.m. Some people call it CP point and use it to set daily bias if gold remains above CP point. Have you heard about this? No. And I don't know anything about Wednesday 4 p.m. So today, wow, 4 p.m. what time zone? US time? Okay, that's definitely going to affect the markets. If the whole market's waiting for that, we can see signs of that. Today, 22 Amsterdam time. Yeah. Bloody cars. I was at Tesla for 12 hours yesterday. Yeah, because of a freaking Tesla. You know, that's an electric car. If you put something with a motor in it, you're going to be happier. Good Japanese car will last. I won't have everything else. Now I've owned it. It was the heater that they replaced and it's been built for 4 years. Yeah, I think Teslas, they're good, but I'm just, you know, I'm a classic motorhead guy. So I always have to give my hate to electric cars. It's just part of culture. Would it make sense with 15 close below? It would make sense. Teslas are so super popular here. Toyota already have working hydrogen engine. Pulls hydrogen from water will totally make electric cars worthless. Yeah, I think that's the future is different fuel. The reason why is that batteries are not that sustainable. Battery technology will get better. That's the thing. It's the race. What can they do? Can they make alternative fuel better? I definitely think alternative fuel is going to be the revolutionary for aircrafts. That's going to make a big difference. Aircrafts. Because there's no way aircrafts can go electric soon. Synthetic fuel is the way F1 will lead them to it. Yeah, especially if they use it in high performance in the vehicles. Fair enough, I still have my old car, which is Civic Type R2 that registered. It's not JDM, UKM. I had it for 12 years. Never gone wrong. There you go. See, now we get the real stuff, you know? He's still there. He's still there. He's not fully corrupted. He's still there. He's not fully corrupted. That's the thing. You need both, right? I think you need to enjoy petrol cars as much as possible, especially high performance petrol cars, until it's gone. You know, you're not going to have much longer. I don't think, especially like, you know, Porsches with their naturally aspirated engine, that's not going to last much longer. They can't keep up with regulation emissions. It's too hard to make that type of engine. Watch the documentary Who Killed the EV? It's about EV Honda developed in the 80s being silenced by the petrol industry. I'm sure a lot of politics like that happen. Porsche already stated they're working on synthetic fuel and they're close. Yes. Bro is always surprising us. One day it looks like a zebra. Now we got him sitting like this. Join Zoom to post this. Oh my god. How are you buying a Porsche 911? 911, which is 911 has a lot. 911 Carrera, 911 Turbo, so many different models. I will probably get a new car, of course. But what it is, you guys will have to see on my stories. That's how you find out. Gold looking absolutely cooked. Yeah, now it's popping back up. It's looking like yesterday, stuck in the range like this. A load of bullshit, sorry. A GT3 RS, I think the price point for them right now is too expensive. You know, it's not cheap, a GT3 RS. And you need another car with a GT3 RS, man. You can't, you know, GT3 RS, you need 2 cars in your fleet. Just up your lot size and you're good to go. That's true, but you don't want to go too mad, you know, wasting tons of money. Not wasting, it's not a waste, but an RS is hard. And you'll have to buy it, you know, off the second-hand market. You can't get it brand new because they just don't give you that car. Yeah. So that you're going to overpay for it, right? You have to pay a premium of like $100,000, $50,000 over sticker. Surprised you're not tempted with a Raptor or something? I was looking at a TRX. It's just too big, man. It's too big, you know? You know, and my Nissan Patrol, you know, my Nissan Patrol, like once you have that, I'm not interested in 4x4s. Don't really like exotic cars much myself, would rather a Shelby Cobra or a Demon. I liked the old Shelby Cobras, but I wouldn't fit in a Shelby Cobra, which I'm not complaining about. Right, DAX looks like it's starting to retrace. Oh, what's this gap here? Is this a data feed issue or actually gapped? See on broker. No, data feed issue. Give hints of what cars you have in sight. Okay, I'll give you guys a hint. It has an engine. That's the only hint you're getting. That's the only hint you're getting. Refresh it? Yeah, let's give it a refresh. Oh, it looks even worse now. Look what happened to GJ. Hello. What? Tradingview is bugged, man. Oh man, Tradingview is bugged. Yeah, it's fine on broker, but Tradingview is really causing us a headache today. The Ferrari, you guys are going mad. I'm seeing Lambo, Ferrari. Can you guys relax? Jesus. Here we go again. Rolls now. Jesus. Bugatti Divo. We don't have second break of structure on gold, so it's okay for buys. It's it looks great, man. I'm telling you, it looks great, but it's just one of those things. With the liquidity graph, it looks great, man. I take this any day, any day. But how much do I want to break bias today? How much do I want to break bias? It wouldn't be counted as a second break of structure, but how confident am I breaking bias right now? It's tough one, man. I would take this any day, man. It's the same trade as yesterday, same trade. It failed yesterday, but today's a big difference because today I actually see a leak in my plan, you know? You think it's reacting to that 1 hour resistance? It seems to be. It seems to be struggling at it, but we've kind of crossed through it. Jesus, John, bro. Damn. Sick car, though. Sick car. Glad you're okay, though. Would you buy 2 Bugattis? No, I would use that money to make more money, not to invest it into something that doesn't make me money. Like, there's limits, guys, you know? Bugatti will make you more money, though? How? How will it make me more money? Appreciate? Not much. Not much. Sell a course? What? My $50 subscription is gonna pay for a Bugatti? No. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna suddenly start to develop $6 million. Can just rent it for videos? Super expensive. Will help the only pips? Maybe, yes. Oh, Sil went to Moritz. How's a good question if no one wants to buy it? You're screwed. This happened to someone recently. Yeah, it takes time to sell, man. It takes time to sell. Do you know what DK stands for? Stands for Denmark. There are so many flooded supercars that you can buy now. All are testimony of investment cars is a good idea. Where do these flooded supercars come from, though? Mostly US, right? Donkey Kong? Yes, sir. Forgot the flood in Dubai? Oh, you're talking about the flood that happened here. Yeah, there was a lot of cars that got flooded. Yes, for sure. You have to check the cars, though. You have to check because they'll be fully opened. DJ trying to come into some sort of zone here. What does 30 minutes say? We have this notch here. 1 hour has also that small notch. That is the daily flip there. How important will that notch be? Or we don't know. Free indicator, active trade, market cooked. Yeah, I mean, these buys look great, man. What's your bias for gold? Technically, it's bearish. It's bearish, but there is a buy setup here. How it works? this is where I don't have probabilities. So even if it works today, it's a trade that I don't have probabilities in. This is sometimes the hardest thing about trading, is that you have to, I don't know. Would you consider the long setup? It is great, man. It's great. It's just counter bias. Like, if we tap 4-hour support, I'm taking it for sure. But we haven't tapped 4-hour support. But we're super bullish, higher time frame. Maybe I slightly break my rules. I don't know. Even just the 15-minute setup right now, breaking the high. Stories like this remind you? Let's copy this in here. Insurance fraud. Let's see what this insurance fraud is. Oh, it's so loud. Yeah, this is just bad customer service. Bad customer service. Those stats are starting from when? Type exclamation journal in the chat and you're gonna get my journal and you can see all the stats. You can go through it yourself. What do you think about IA trading? I don't know what IA trading is. Mr. Dax, what are we doing? Open in about 6 minutes. This setup looks like yesterday morning one that lost. Plus, it has bearish bias. Yesterday had bullish bias. Can you imagine? So, doesn't support that. Bot trading. Most bots that people are selling you don't actually work. And most people will fail in bot trading. I think the only way you succeed in bot trade, it's the same journey. You have to be a very skilled developer and you need to have something hybrid, something you can control. Yesterday bullish bias, gold dump. Today bearish bias. We haven't pumped just yet though. We haven't pumped. We started the morning here and we've only moved 12 pips since the morning. This is where we were this morning. 12 pips. That's it. So it's actually been a load of BS. We've just moved 12 pips on gold. GJ, let's see how GJ is doing now. Starting to get below the zone. I wonder if sells are going to make sense here. I need to see how that 5 looks on broker. Oh, 5 has not even one candle pullback. That is definitely dangerous. That is very dangerous what it's doing. Bro, you a full-time trader? Yeah, I'd be considered a full-time trader at this point. But, you know, trading is not full-time. Like, you're not doing it all day. It's a big mistake people make. You don't actually need much time at the charts. You could basically be super consistent with 4 hours a day. Wasn't yesterday's bias mixed on gold? I think it was... I can't remember, but I think it was bullish. We can check. In the afternoon, it became the 100% bullish, 100% bullish. You know why? Look at the move in Asian. Would have closed the candle bullish. Finally seeing some trustworthy consolidation in 50-minute gold. Will break out at some point, one way or another. Yes, sir. What's your risk to reward? I take what the market gives me. Sometimes it's a little bit more, mostly aiming one-to-ones. Yes, in your afternoon it was Cam, yes. But by the time we were in the position, it wasn't. Harry, leave a message for those in the comments who are just waiting for signals. Hopefully they learn something. Right? They learn how to not get cooked in the market today. Because there's really anything you're taking right now, you're getting cooked. Even if you impulsively sold GJ right now, you're praying. DAX moved down nice, actually. DAX moving down very clean. Maybe for London we can actually sell. This is the only pair I'd consider counter bias sells. Once we get below these 1 hours. So I'm just going to move this below the 1 hour. We have nice structure on the way back down. Very clean. It gets below here. Yeah, so if we can start to make structure below here at the open in about 2 minutes, that's where your sells would make sense. Otherwise, buys still make sense above here. Let's see how this Wayond video did. 1.6k, not bad, not bad. You guys definitely helped. 31 comments, not bad, not bad. Well done. I appreciate the support, guys. It's very nice to have a strong community like this. Really, really, I do appreciate it, guys. I changed my desk setup. I don't know if you guys notice it. Is it noticeable? Not really, no. I wanted to change my desk setup to a different setup. I'm gonna try this, see how it feels. Here's the open. Retested this support perfectly. Buys might come out if we want to continue pushing. If not, we're going to create structure for sells. I'll watch it tomorrow at lunch. Should watch it today. I'll post the link for you guys. Go watch it. Watch it after Zoom and might leave a comment. Thanks, bro. I don't need your comment though. Let's see how gold did. Damn, that's disappointing. Oh, look at gold, man. How did the 1 hour close? Oh, ended up closing bearish. 30-minute doji. 15-minute. Okay. GJ respected support. DAX bias kicking in. It surely is. No doubt about that. Just retraced the whole zone. Damn. Well, this is why you stick to bias. We might even reach our buy zone. Give me a sec, guys. I'll just go toilet, come back. Gold bias gonna kick in. 11 minutes close below. Is gold bias gonna kick in? Okay, let's put bets. How many people bet it's just gonna dump down here, no close? And who bet it's gonna reverse from here? So dump, no close. Dump, dump. John is going with bullish. He thinks it's gonna reverse. Someone said keep ranging. I think we're out of the range now. Reverse. It was tricky. I had a small SL. What did you try to do here? Took a buy from down there. Damn. When did you took the buy before the open? I'd be very careful taking a buy before the open. That's very tough before the open. Be careful, because this liquidity grab down here that you got caught in. What was your buy based on though? I'm interested. What was your buy based on? Just my bias? All-time highs tonight? Damn. Gold just looks tough right now. Agreed. But it shows you how good bias is. You know, a lot of people would be trying buys here, I'm sure. Here's GJ. There is room below this. I was right about gold. Yes, yes, yes. Bias wins though. Bias wins. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Very important. Show up to streams daily, okay guys? Show up to streams daily. So much value here. No one's consistently giving this value on a daily basis. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hate to say it, but part of the game. We only get like one person subscribing per stream, so we need to definitely need to push that a little bit more. Based on the level where it was, entered after the opening, saw the grab and entered. Okay, so you didn't enter before the opening, you entered after the opening. Okay, that's what I was checking. Because before the opening, I tell you, it's too risky before the opening. That's like pure gambling. You know? Can get super cooked. When the YouTube business hit 89k subs, we hit 89k subs with the latest YouTube video. Most people don't stream, most people don't subscribe on stream for some reason. We have a lot of already subscribers watching stream, more than new people. Yeah, we have 89.1. 100k is the big one, man. 100k is the big one. Remember what I said at 100k, man. At 100k, I can't believe I have to do that. I said I'm gonna fly someone out. That's crazy. Fly someone out to Dubai. Oh man, I really hope I don't get someone weird. What do you think, GJ, this year? Because it's hardly been a pair you've traded. Yeah, it's just changed because we're not in that macro trending. So once it gets back into trending, it's gonna be a beauty to trade. But when there's nice trades, there's good trades, you know? Why don't you shoot some weekly vlogging? That might push your channel. I make vlogs. Not everyone watches it. There's a nice video which is sort of a vlog as well. The one we did with Wayon, that was a vlog. So I have vlogs, but you know, I'm busy. Like I'm not I'm not out there every single day and doing things. Like I'm actually busy doing work, you know? Money doesn't grow off trees. Counter trend sells on DAX, possible. We need something closing below the 1 hour. Start only Sharp exclusive content. Only Sharp. Honda is back, is it? Oh. It is. It is, it is. All right. Start TT? What is TT? I hope that's nothing weird. If this 5 close below, will be valid for a counter trend sell here. Hi, since you're living in Dubai, do you know how to speak Arabic? Yes. I was born here, so I learnt it. TikTok? Yes, I have TikTok, but in Dubai the algorithm doesn't work that well. I think I have like only 6,000 followers on TikTok or something. 7,000, something like that. I should probably start it up again. TikTok likes more entertaining content, you know, flex, entertaining, stuff like that. You can put a VPN on TikTok, it doesn't work. You need to change your SIM. Hi, some girls to do trade the dip dance. Our GJ sells an option. They are closing below this support here in 2 minutes. Yes, if it doesn't dump like that the minute we look at it. Hot tub trade live. Oh man. Can you imagine? No, Dax, no. We still have range. If you can chill for 2 minutes. Make some 1 minute structure. Oof. It's only a 1-to-1. Ah. Not easy today, boys. Not easy. This is where, you know, this is where a lot of people also can get trapped in buys. They see this big move up. They think they can also buy back up as well. This is where DAX just grabs liquidity, you know. And fails. That's why I was okay to take counter trend sells below here, but I needed my confirmation, right? It is counter bias, but I wanted my confirmations. But hey, I'm not taking a loss here. Even GJ pushed with it. DAX always cleans up, always eats up clean ranges. Yeah, that's why we love DAX. We can capitalize off those clean ranges. So I'll miss tomorrow, London soon. We have a teacher conference, my son's school, so they can tell me how much of a genius he is again. Amazing, man. Happy to hear that. I remember teacher conferences. Damn. Stop loss above current candle high, that's possible. FOMO. Take it. You can get away with it. I'm not going to do it myself. I'm not going to risk my money on that. But if you want to try some aggressive FOMO trading, it's in your plan, right? You're allowed to do what you want to do in the markets here. I'm not here to tell you what to do and what you can't do, right? You're allowed to take trades. I'm here to explain my best practices and my best scenarios. Because I'm trading for me. Can we see any setups on 30-minute candle? Can we enter doing that confirmation? Like, yeah, of course. You can even do 1 hour as well. That's what I was actually checking on GJ. I was planning to take GJ sells if the 1 hour candle closed below, because we had nice range on 1 hour. If this 1 hour closed below, I was thinking to run stop loss around 32 pips. And, you know, we had 47 to here. If you think about it, it would have been a great trade. And I was just trying to avoid the mess here. So I was going to put stop loss above the candle high. Maybe you saw me measuring it. I was actually going to base it on 1 hour. So sometimes when 15-minute looks messy, it's nice to go up to higher time frames. Look at gold. Gold is just ranging. I think that's confirmed. Gold is just ranging. Hello, Mr. Man. Mr. Man. I'm here to cheer you since I'm still raising enough capital to open an account. Capital will not help you with an account. Well, the skill is going to be more important. So don't focus on capital, focus on the skill. Then focus on looking to raise capital. Or do both at the same time and be superhuman. Be a hustler. Hustle for it. Seems like if you did take that FOMO sell, you are pretty much cooked right now. Do you hire an accountant to do your finances? I hire people to do my VAT statements and stuff like that, yes. I do. Not full-time, outsource. But general accounting, I do myself. What do you think about order flow in trading? Can be useful, yes, but it's not going to make you profitable. It's just going to add extra confirmation. In the Forex markets, you don't have order flow because of broker feeds, but you can use it in futures market. What do you think will happen in markets if US hit? You'll see gold probably go up. Defense stocks are going to benefit. Check news, bro. Brother, it is in the morning. ADP is not till all the way till New York, brother. Not till 4 p.m. It's 11. Relax. I can imagine, man's like, ADP today, 4 p.m. It's 11. I can't take a trade till 4 p.m. Counting every second. Okay. 3,700 seconds left. 3,699 seconds left. 3,698 seconds left. Waiting till news. Only joking, man. You have parent-teacher meetings for a 2-year-old? That's crazy. Did enter entity need a pullback? Yeah, it's a bit shitty today the way that price action is forming. So this could close bullish, next one close below. Happy days. Can still happen though, huh? Do you trade NQ and ES during NY? And NY I look at US 30 as well. I look at US 30 as well. This could be an aggressive option right now. 37 to get here 21 and then to push through to the 15 should be a 1-to-1. It is a 1-to-1. Let's see what 1 minute is saying. Let's see the top wick on next candle though. I don't like aggressive options, but beginning of month. I want a pretty decent top wick because we're selling lows, so I need to prove liquidity is grabbed. See what we can do here. It was mine gapped up on my broker, so I had a small gap up on my broker. I'm not trusting it yet. If it goes, it's fine. I'm fine with that. I just don't trust selling lows. You know, I'm not in a rush to sell lows. There we go. That's more what I want to see. Weird gap up? Yeah, it is. It's also sitting at 1 minute support perfectly. Shit, there it goes. I was actually gonna say I might put a sell stop at the rebreak of the low, but I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time for that. It was quick. I would have been slipped on my sell stop though. I probably would have been slipped down here the way that happened. I think you would have been slipped. So you'd have to just enter on the original one actually with the small top wick. or as it's flipping back up bullish, but you won't do that as it flips back up bullish. It wasn't a great push. You would have been entered if with slippage. Look at 15. Yep. You're relying on this candle here though still. Big liquidity grab. That should be enough liquidity to give you something. We said it's an aggressive trade, you know. You would have been slipped here 25 points. At least. Probably slipped at the break of the lows or something. I missed that entry. GJ as well not pulling back for me here. Gold, just leave gold. I don't know if I see a world of me putting... I wonder how much my sell stop would have been slipped there. That moved very fast. Definitely would move to break even at this 30 would be the plan. Because it is a 30-minute support. I can't really break that plan. It would be silly. Or I'd manage off 1 minute because you need 1 minute structure here. I really wonder where I would be slipped. I think best case scenario is somewhere here. Like that. Anyways, same 20 pip rejection. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? But from here, I think it did 30, right? Yeah, 30 from here. From the break of the lowest low, it actually did create 20 pips, yeah. Or 20 points. But I missed this entry, happened too fast. It was something I did plan as an aggressive entry, but I just missed it. I didn't hesitate. It was more of a reluctancy to put a sell stop immediately. If I did have a sell stop, I would be in. But I didn't place the sell stop in time, basically, and it just went without me. And that will happen. It flipped very quickly. I did plan for this. It was an aggressive option, so I'm not too pissed about it. But hey, I've missed my option there. Nice to see it actually play out. Who knows where I would have been slipped, though? I don't know where I would have been slipped. Impossible any of you guys would have been able to catch this. Even if I got the sell stop in time, I don't even think you guys could get the sell stop in on time. Yeah, and if you did, I think you guys are also getting slipped here. I don't see a way we escape getting slipped here. That looked very fast. A very fast flip. You know? So, GJ, my plan. Gold, leave it. It's cooked. GJ, my plan. Oh, there we go. GJ looking good. GJ, let it create structure here. Close bullish. Next one, close below, will give you sell options. And that's about it for GJ. So pretty simple. I'm gonna pick it up for NY today. We have NY in the exclusive group, so I'm gonna see you guys in the live call there. Plus we're gonna close the stream and I'm gonna catch you guys there. And then yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys on stream tomorrow. Yeah, bit tough on gold today. I think that's really let us down. And then DAX, of course, being a bit erratic here today on DAX. Sell option was there. Sell option was there, but I kind of just missed it. So I'm not going to chase though. I'm not going to chase. That's a big mistake, is to try chase now when I know I needed to be in a tight entry here. But price action wise, there was no way I could have got a tight entry unless I sold on the top wick, which is not something I really do, is selling on the top wick, because it could just keep retracing and then you get cooked. So if I place the sell stop, I'm slipped. And who knows, if I'm a bit nervous in the trade, I probably manage the trade. It does look good trade, does look like it wants to continue at least to the 15 support. I'd be surprised to see it reverse before tapping the 15 support, to be honest. It might want to pull back, but to see a full reversal before the 15 support, I'd be surprised. You know, it's not really that far from it. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. Seems like the trade would have played out perfectly. Pretty simple setup, 5-minute structure, close below, one of my favorite setups, but did not allow me an entry. So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I get a trade, but price action doesn't want to let me get in because something happens too fast. It's just how it works in the trading game, and that's something you need to get used to. So plan would have played out, but who knows if we even set the sell stop where we would have been slipped. So appreciate you all. Take care. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right. Peace. Much love.